All right, so we got the KyBrow pencil in dark brown. Usually, I mean, I use Anastasia products just because that, I mean, I've never had an issue with any Anastasia products. I love all my Anastasia products. But, I mean, we're gonna give Kylie a shot. Maybe they'll give me a run for my money. And then we got the KyBrow brush, just so I can have a new brush with all my new products. The KyBrow pomade in dark brown, and then a KyBrow highlighter in light matte. First, I'm just going to open the brush. Oh, it's small. I mean, it's not small, but it's smaller than an Anastasia brush, lengthwise. So it comes with a nice edge. I mean, this is thinner than the brush that I have, like width-wise, and I definitely like that because it definitely makes, you can line it if you're just using pomade to line. So I'm gonna brush the brow out. You see how thin my brows are? I need to trim them, but all right, brush. And then I'm going in with the brow pencil in dark brown. They're pink. Okay, one difference that I do really like about this already is one side is clear and then there's the cap on the other side. The brush side is clear, which is awesome because, I mean, when I go in with my brushes, I'll just grab, and 99% of the time I'm pulling this one off when this is not the side I need. So this is cool. I won't get them messed up. It's just the little things that matter, you know? All right. So I like to line my entire brow before I do anything, just so I know the shape that I'm going for. So that is what I'm going to do now. I don't see a big difference in anything that Anastasia would have. I mean, we're basically doing the same thing right now, but whatever. I like to line the underneath first and then take it all the way out here in one. So it's one, you know, one line, I guess. So it's straight. I take it a little beyond my actual brow line. And then I come up and I do what would lead into the arch. To be honest, it's not going on. It's kind of like a thicker, like it's kind of like a thicker product. Like I don't know. Let me get the whole thing on and I'll do a verdict. All right, so here's the outline of the brow that I go for. All right, so I mean, overall the pencil, it's like it's hard to explain that it's thicker, but I mean, it doesn't press on as smooth like. So now I'm just gonna go in with the pomade. The pomade is in a cute little pink again. But it's in like a wider container than. Okay. Here's the pomade. I got it in dark brown. Goes on the brush pretty smooth. Let's see how it runs. I'm usually sitting at my makeup desk, so doing this in front of a camera is a little bit different for me. Drawing away. All right, it goes on smooth for the most part. I said that for the first time with the pencil, but let me get the entire brow on. I mean, yeah. This brush doesn't hold as much product, which is nice. And it's not making huge indents in the pomade as would my other brow brush, because it does have that thin edge. I like the brush a lot. Okay. Brush it out. So, I mean, this is normal. Anytime I brush, there's always product that comes off. Which, I mean, I like because I like to fade it, but I always have to reline it. Oh, wow, a lot came off. I should have grabbed a Q-tip. I mean, it's definitely like harder to get off. Go back and rewind. I normally use powder, the powder brow, but I mean, I have a full thing, so I didn't really want to try it out. I wanted to get a new pomade anyway, so so normally my eyebrows would not be this dark, even though I like them dark, but just saying. And then I go back. I go back and reline here with the pencil just so I can get that definite shape that I just kind of faded away. Yeah, it kind of goes on a little bit like harder, but hopefully that means that it'll stay longer. I mean, I never really have that many issues with my eyebrow, like not staying. Okay, so here's the eyebrow with the shape that I gave it. I mean, for dark brown, I do like, it's like a dark brown. Like, I know that's what I got. But I mean, pomade always just looks way darker. I mean, to be honest, I could not really fade. The product isn't that smooth. Like normally I can fade my eyebrow a lot better than this. Like it just looks basically one shade, a little bit lighter right here. It's like a very thick product, I'd say. Which, I don't know. I give myself a little bit of fake hairs to make the eyebrow look a little bit more realistic. And then I'm gonna go in with the brow highlight. Let's see what this is all about. I have my own brush for this. I just used a angled brush. Container is cute. Twist at the top. All right, it has a nice pointed edge. Oh, and the bottom is a sharpener. That's awesome, I was gonna say. All right, so I'm just gonna line it first and then I'll go back in with the normal brush. I like to line a little bit below so I can smear a product upward. It goes on very smooth. This, when I say this is smooth, this is smooth. Very creamy. Cool, I like to do this side. And I basically just leave the top alone because I like the top to just kind of be a little bit more free willy-nilly. It's definitely a lot lighter than my skin tone, but I have a tan right now, so. All right, and then just go in from the nose out, working it up. Okay. I mean, it's not rubbing in as smooth as it came out. Is it a must-have? Not that I really see. I mean, it's not doing anything that my foundation could not do. So here's the finished brow. Okay, so I went ahead and I did the other brow. So I actually like this brow better. So overall verdict on KyBrow products. The brush, I do like how the brush is thinner. But besides that, it's just a normal brush. The pencil goes on a little bit like not as smooth, which means it's probably not as oily, so it should last longer. I mean, it did give me, it didn't smudge as easy when I combed it out. So me drying the little hairs came out a little bit more clean rather than smudging together. So I like that. The pomade, there's nothing really that special about it. I mean, it's just pomade. It went on, it smudged a little. I mean, pomades are always a little bit smoother, a little bit more oil consistency, oil-like consistency. The KyBrow highlight, I mean, nothing that special about it. I probably will not get it again. It's didn't go on that smooth. It didn't really, I mean, it looks fine, but I mean, it's nothing that any foundation can't do. Foundation actually clears stuff up more. So probably a no again on the KyBrow highlight. Yes on the pomade. Yes on the brush, and yes on the brow pencil. I'm going to try out my other two Kylie products that I bought just because I'm probably going to put them on anyway. And if you guys want a verdict on it. So here's the lip liner I got in the shade Koko K. I've gotten the shade before. It's a shade I like. I didn't get the lipstick because, I mean, I haven't been that big of a fan of wearing lipstick lately. I like to just line my lips and maybe take a little bit off or just smudge it really in, more of like a natural look. My lips are kind of chapped. All right, so I like to line my lips first so I know the shape that they're going for. I'll fill it in a little. As you can see, it kind of looks like more of that natural look. My lips are so dry, they literally just absorbed it right up, but normally if they weren't this dry, it would look a little bit more even. That's my favorite lip liner just because you can wear it with a full makeup look or with, because the only thing I have on right now is eyebrows and then the lip liner. So it kind of gives it that natural essence look. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the Kai Perfecting Powder. I don't have any pressed powders, all mine are loose powders. So this is something that is going to be very nice. Aww. It's that little drip thing. This is the Perfecting Powder, Pressed Perfecting Powder in the shade You're Perfect. It's basically just a basic nude, a little bit like peachy. Okay, I'm gonna put the Perfecting Powder on with a small little pad because I feel like this will pick up more product than what a brush would because it's pressed powder. Does a lot. I'm just gonna put it all over. It has a nice matte finish. This would work better if I had a makeup look going on, but I mean, I'm just using this as a to even out my face a little bit. And overall, I like it. It goes on very smooth. It will be awesome for when I'm doing a full face of makeup to do under eye and clean up the look, or even for baking and just the everyday highlight. Perfection. So this, I like this. All right, guys, that was my little Kylie haul. KyBrow this is her, if anyone remembers, her first batch of lip kits, if anyone got any, the first launch. The first time is just, there's things that people are gonna comment. She's gonna take these reviews and better her products, like as she did with the lips and everything. So I think it's overall awesome. She took a lot of things into consideration when making the products, just like small things like the clear end on each side of the brush. That's a big thing on my end because it's just the little things that you pay attention to that you don't really like why didn't anyone care to do this? But I mean, she was cool enough to put the clear end on one side. I tried it when I was putting it back on, and this side, it does not fit on this side. This side fits. This side fits. The clear end will always be the spoolie. I guess it will suck only if you lose this end. But I mean, if you keep it where it belongs, you ain't losing it. So overall, KyBrow products I like. The only thing I probably will not buy again is the KyBrow highlight because it's not really anything you need. But the product itself, I liked. I like how it's not oily. And it took a little bit more precision to put on because it didn't go on as smoothly. But I'm assuming it will last longer, and I was able to do the little hair-like hairs. In the front, it faded took a little bit more to fade. This fade, it looks a little bit better than this one because I did this one in front of my makeup mirror rather, or just a different mirror, not this. Lip liner, yes, this is again my favorite lip liner, the Koko K, and then the Kai highlight in You're Perfect. I give it all a thumbs up. It will not buy the KyBrow highlight again though, but KyBrow, you did good. Thank you guys.